Good morning to you. This is Joe Dutkiewicz, and today is Speed Lead Thursday. I just named it. I figured, what the heck. I just came off a fantastic opportunity yesterday. It felt like speed leadership. We started off the morning yesterday at Team Disney's headquarters. So this is where all the Disney corporate team in Florida gets together and has their base of operations just outside Disney Springs. And we got to be able to be part of a Toastmasters club and listen to some great speakers, be able to interact with some of the people that are creators. And it was great to hear their perspective and how they go through the day and what's important. They had just been notified in the workings that today was the day, yesterday was the day that Pandora, the Avatar exhibit at Animal Kingdom, was opening. So there was this big rollout this weekend as the public welcome. They were all excited. I mean, this is a big opportunity, a big thing for Disney to be able to bring this to the people. So go to Disney, to the Animal Kingdom, and check out Pandora. If you're big fans of that, you know what that's all about. I'm sure you've been tracking that. For those of us who weren't, wow, it was a big surprise. It was a big announcement. But we got to interact with people there, and then we went over to a conference. And Maria Andros Buckley has this Aspire to Automate conference going on for the 3 days, started yesterday. And it was great information about how we can move ahead, how we are not doing the things that we're meant to do, how we feel trapped. There were so many people in the room just trying to figure out how to get ahead, how to take it to the next level of their businesses. Some businesses are doing really great, others are struggling. And she was there to help them, along with her guests, to move forward. I got some great tips that we'll be implementing here on Facebook Live, be able to talk about those going forward. But just wanted to plant that seed that's forthcoming. It's fantastic things. I think you're going to like them. Not only that, but with my partners, with Lisa and Mark, I'm going to be really looking forward to seeing that go forward. One of the other aspects, and then I got Toastmasters in the middle of the day too. Just went over to that group at the Westwood at Marriott Vacation Club, and it was great energy. It was just fantastic for this small group of people getting together, and they had decided it was an open house because they really wanted to help people. One of the great things about Toastmasters is that it gets you thinking, gets you talking, and that's what we don't do enough of. How many people that are sitting at their desk and the only communication they have is writing an email or writing a text, and then it's gibberish, right? How many texts have you received where you start eliminating characters because, well, that would be too much to be able to go and say the full thing, to have a conversation? That's what we're missing. We are missing relationships. We are at the expense of technology, or at the behest of technology, we are eliminating the relationships. And then we get into the workplace and we don't know what that means. How do we connect? There's seminars built on how do we connect, how to have more effective leadership, how to have the team build a good culture. Why? Because we forgot how to do the things that we did so long ago. And that is connect. When we were in tribes, wherever we were, families, small groups of people, communities, what was it that we did? We got out, we talked with people, we sat on the steps outside and shared the summer nights and just talked. Not about, what's on Facebook, but what's going on in our lives and helping each other. So today, Speed Lead is about questions that have been raised. And if you have your own, I welcome you to go ahead and put those comments in, because I'll be happy to answer them. I'll be happy to help you get to where you need to be. So first question that came to me was, I'm looking to be a COO. And can you help me? Okay, so, well, yes, I can help you. Help you think into that position, help you get prepared for it. And it's whether it's COO, CEO, whether it's just, being a better person in the family, whether it's stepping into a manager role for the first time, that's on your radar and you want to do that, and you're not sure where to go. Well, what do you need? You need a couple things. One, you need to figure out, why do you want to do it? What is calling within you to do that? Is it just the next step? Or is there a reason that you're going there? Well, it's more pay. Okay, well, pay is not, what's going to happen once you take the job? Well, that pay doesn't look as good because now you know what's happening in the job and you feel underpaid. And you can't be happy chasing money. You can be happy using money and becoming a better person because you can leverage that money to go and take it out to, put it into charitable needs, to help others in your family get a leg up. They may have a crisis that you'll be able to then respond. You may want a better vacation or retirement. Those are all factors, but why is it that you want to take that next job? What's calling you? What's going to fulfill you to take that next job? So, what is it that help you? That's the question. Number 2 would be, what are you doing today to get prepared for that job? So many people want to jump into a job and they're not at that level yet. Well, one thing I would do is talk with people who are in that level. Well, how do you connect? Well, maybe LinkedIn, maybe just you meet somebody and then they say, hey, I'm a COO. Oh, really? I was thinking of jumping into this role in this industry. Can you give me some thoughts about how you approached it? So many things of what we do we force ourselves. We force ourselves to just go and be beaten up and struggle through it instead of saying, who else is doing this and how are they doing it? Number 3 would be, who do you have around you? Do you have COOs or CEOs or people that have been in that position that can mentor you, can help you think into that position? So many times we just have the people around us, our family or other workers who have the same mindset and the same position, or maybe behind us. They're much younger in their position, tenure in their position. Well, what's going to happen? You're not going to get the information. You're not going to be challenged. You're not going to step up to see things from a different perspective. So what's the quality of the people around you? We can go into, there's other talks that I've done on these topics, but here's the thing. When you need it, you need it. And get prepared now. Do the things. 4th item. So the 4th item, and probably the most important of them all, is what are you doing to grow yourself? So not only get ready for the positions, but how many times have you entered into a conversation and it didn't work out well? Or you're already leading people and you have discontent. You don't have a culture already built up in your team. Or you need to raise it up because what happens? You get a new person on the team. It takes time for them to integrate. It takes time for them to help the team move forward because they're just learning their role. There's so many times that I saw in my career where I'm leading a team and then somebody leaves. And then I end up going through the process of hiring someone. Well, they have all the skills, they have all the right thought processes, they have experienced it, but they haven't experienced it here. And so it requires time. It requires time to say, okay, it's okay, it's great, you're doing great work. You're going to improve, you're going to get more comfortable with it. There's going to be new challenges along the way. Be present in the moment and learn. And take those steps. But in the meantime, that culture is different. The people in the room will have a certain culture, but they need to integrate that new person into that culture and help them understand what that culture means. So many of the times that I found where culture clashed, it's because the people either had put barriers up to that other person. Well, they're new. I don't know about them. I'm not comfortable with them. They're strange looking. And, sometimes if you take off your glasses and, you look at yourself in the mirror, you say, well, that's pretty strange. Where'd that come from? What's going on here? Find a different dimple, or you find a different, item on your skin, or, oh, there's a blotch here, or, oh my gosh, that's really tan looking, How many times I've gone out to the beach and come back the next day, I look in the mirror, hey, that's really darker. Hey, great, I was looking really white. Not a good thing for being in Florida to look white. I'm just kidding. And white is the shirt. People see glare. They need sunglasses. That's why they're wearing sunglasses in Florida. They see the glare off. I was listening to one of my friends, Max Story, and he's now been challenged by his wife to step up and do a video a day, and he's going to take his book chapters and talk about each one of those, one per day, one chapter per day. And he has a great point. Read one paragraph. Read one paragraph today. Challenge yourself to read one paragraph of something that's been on your bookshelf that you haven't read, or some new book, an article online. You're probably going to read more. That's another way you can prepare. Read. My gosh, we don't have time for that, right? Why do we have things in our day that we have to read more? Where are we going to fit it? So that adds to another problem that, or a question that people often send to me. How do I fit all this in my life? I'm so busy. I don't have any more time to read. I don't have any more time to really just go out there and grow myself. What does that mean? I don't know. So let's take the first one. I don't have time. Okay, what is the priorities in your life? Let's look at it that way. What are the opportunities? What are the threats? What are you doing today to make a difference in your life? Or just live life. I had a client, we just finished up the engagement, and one of the things that she found was that she wasn't spending enough time with her children. They're a little bit grown, but they're and then the children are saying, "You're not there." Well, there's those other conversations that can be had because everyone has certain expectations, but sometimes those expectations are not set right, or they're not really effective because we have irrational expectations. What are the expectations? Well, you got to come to every game. But Dad went. Dad's been going to all your practices. I'm coming to all your games. So one of us is there at every event that you have. We haven't abandoned you, but you got to be there. And what do the parents do? They're sitting in the stands. They're talking to each other. Oh, good job! For the one thing. And the kid can't hear you anyways. The child can't hear you because they're on the field and there's the whistle's blowing. Everyone's, oh, send me a ball. Give me the ball. It's like, right, or good job. You can't hear anything from the stands. But the fact that the parent is there. So sometimes there's our desire to try to please everybody, but we forget to please ourselves. So why are we busy? Because we're trying to be everything to everyone, and we're not working on being better in ourselves. We need to look at our schedule. We need to look at our strengths, our weaknesses, our opportunities, our threats. So do a SWOT analysis on your life, on what's happening each day. What are you good at? What are you shortfalling on? Instead of weaknesses, what are you shortfalling on? You said you were going to do this, and you didn't do this. You got part way. Okay, why? well, I ran out of time, or somebody gave me a call, or I had to spend so much time on Facebook because someone had a crisis, or I just felt like communicating them. One of the dangers we have is not focusing on where we want to go, and then each day being purposeful. I'm having much more success. As Max said, I don't work anymore. I have a 7-day weekend. So every day I'm on my weekend. I'm sitting back enjoying because I'm doing the things I love. I'm writing, I'm reading, I'm talking with people, I'm presenting, I'm doing videos, I'm doing things that I love about leadership. And that's the same way with me. I left the corporate world because all I was doing was reports and reacting, being forced to react to the latest crisis. There was one crisis after another, after another, after another, and you probably have the same thing. I'm not saying go run off and be a leadership coach, but find out why you are still in that environment. Those are the things that I get questions about. I'm not being fulfilled. Or, hey, I got this great idea. I saw a question online. Somebody gave to me, sent me a message, said, I have this passion to do this thing. I don't know what I'm quite going to do, how I'm going to get there, but I really want to do it. Oh, by the way, I'm still working, and until I can make sure that goes, I have to keep working. Well, okay, so what are we doing? We're now doing a trade-off. We're just saying, well, I'll put my investment of my time and energy in this, but I got to spend my time and energy and investing my time in that in this. You're splitting. There's only one bucket of energy. So think of it as a bucket of water. I'm going to water this plant. Oh, wait a minute, there's another plant that I got to water. What do? You spill out some of the water in the bucket, then you go over to the other plant. Give it water. Or a hose or whatever, right? But you're splitting your focus. And you're doubting yourself. Oh, I'm not sure if this is going to pay off, but this is my passion. Put your focus where your passion is. Put your focus where you will feel the best. Stop caving into everything that comes by. Quit squirreling in big. What? Squirrel. Don't do that. Focus on the thing and be purposeful. That's how you're going to get ahead. Be purposeful with your energy, with the time you spend. You know, I have a good friend that he goes and puts in, his time and says, "Oh, I gotta attend to this one," and oh, somebody else just. And what happens? That he goes and puts time in, and he allows the time to be endless. Well, the person needed me. Well, the person needed me because I allowed them to have all my time. And they know they can just come and take my time away. There's a great book. It's called How Full Is My Bucket? I recommend it. I read it early on in my management career. It was given to us at work because it was a concept. If my bucket is my energy, if everything I do is in this bucket, and that's the sum total, which it's limited in its thought, right? Because we're abundant, we have abundant resources. But if this is the sum total, and if someone always in need is dipping in my bucket, but I'm not replenishing it, I'm not growing myself, I'm not putting more energy into who I am, you're going to be depleted. There are a couple of people at the conference yesterday. I'm depleted. I feel energy drained. People are draining me. Why? Because you allow them. So be purposeful. Where are you putting your focus today? So many things we want, so many things we crave, Some of them are really important. Some of them will change the world, change your world. There might be an injustice. So we just go and say, oh, someday I'll attend to it. Someday when I have money. Someday when I have fill in the blank. What are we doing? I know this. I live this. Me personally, I've lived this. I will do this once I have some money. I can give $10, $5, $1. Would that make a difference for you? $1 to go towards a cause that you believe in. Well, it's not much. It's not. How many times do we say, I know I've done this myself. How many times? I probably can. Dozens. Oh, if I don't have $1 in my wallet. Or I have a $5 bill, but I don't get paid for another 2 weeks. I don't have any. Yes, you have money. First of all, you have money. It's where you dependent. Where you put it. Do you put it at the Starbucks instead of for the cause that you have? Do you do it for the creature comforts? Do you get the ice cream bucket? Do you get the Cheetos? Do you get the donuts? Or do you put your money and your time and your talents into the things that are going to be fulfilling? It's the same way at work. So when people tell me I'm too busy, it's that. It's all those things that we end up doing where we don't end up being purposeful. So as we go through this week, let's think about what we fit in. So today, not this week, just today, take a moment to read a paragraph. Take a moment to make a difference in someone today by talking with them. Take a moment to be purposeful about your own life. Evaluate where are you putting your time, your energy. Lock it out on a schedule and say, okay, from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., I'm going to get up and get showered and do the things I need to do to be awake. Coffee, breakfast, whatever. That's my time. Maybe it's different. Maybe it's I do the best when I wake up right away at 5 a.m., maybe 4:30 a.m., 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. I'm going to write. I'm going to pray. I'm going to fill in the blank. This is your best time. Figure it out when it is your best time. For me, it's probably around 9, 10 a.m. that I have my best time. I have my prep time for that best time. How do I get to be a speed lead? How do I be a better leader? Because I'm focusing my time and encapsulating it. Some days you may not have a half hour or an hour or 2 hours for that task. Some days you may only have 5 minutes. Put that 5 minutes into it. If you say, I don't have time to read today, you just spent 20 minutes or whatever on this, 22 minutes on this video. How many paragraphs could you read in 22 minutes if you shut everything else out? So I appreciate you listening to my video or in those other aspects. Hi Mark, welcome to the discussion. Talking about how to be a better speed leader, how to be speeding through life and doing the things we need to do. Well, we can be a better speeder. We can do the things and be focused more effectively today because we're focused in and we're putting our energy into certain activities that will move us forward. We're not going to allow people to take energy away from us unless we're going to manage that. We're going to effectively watch our priorities today. We're going to focus in on if there's a next level in our career, or if you want to sell another house, or you want to sell another product online, or you want to write. You're going to do that today. You're going to block out a period of time and focus in on that. Maybe you need to take a class. Maybe you need to have someone help you think through a particular aspect of your life. you can just reach out. Maybe there's somebody around you that can give you insight on how to be better at your calling, at your career, if you want to focus on that. There are people that have lived through things that you want to live through. Take their lessons and go much faster. You will speed through and not have to stumble and be slowed down, and you'll match your desire. You'll get to your desire faster because you're all intentional. You're thinking through and making this the best day ever, and not allow distractions. Yeah, we all have distractions. Like today, I thought 10:15 I was going to be on. No, it's 10:45 because I'm still in transit at 10:15. I got mixed up, right? There are other things going on in our schedule daily that we need to know, and that we just say, oh, someday. Yesterday, like I said, I was to a conference, was to 2 Toastmaster meetings. I took care of some briefing with my business partner. I kicked out my daily writings. I did a few other things that are purposeful, that are because I wanted to grow and I wanted to experience new things and meet new people. I broke out of the daily activities to do something that was rewarding to me and brought value to others. Maria called me out from the stage and said, I want to get to know you. And she was pointing at me. I'm going, me? Oh, okay. Hi, my name's Joe. She said, what do you do? I'm a leadership coach. That's it. I knew it. I knew there was a reason I needed to connect with you from here. I saw it. And it's a gift to her, she says. I believe it. Hi, Lisa. Welcome to the call. Welcome to the discussion this morning, to this video, to this TV show. This is Joe's show. This is the Speed Lead TV show. Whatever you want to call it. This is an opportunity. This time we had today was really focused in on what are the questions that you have. I've been through it. I know people who've been through it. Let me be that channel to bring you what you need. Those are the things that are so exciting, so rewarding. Being able to be in the room and see people change in a matter of a few hours when they put their minds to it and they allow the barriers, everything, the noise to drop. Be at the beach and see if you can quiet the waves in your mind. I bet you can. I did it. I've done it a number of times. I almost don't hear the waves. So let me help you. Let me be your guru, your sage, your mentor, your person that just walks alongside you and asks you, are you having a good day today? And then the question to follow is, how do you know? Right? Let's take a day today to be more effective, and to be that speed leader each of us is called to be. There's so much to explore in this world, so great of an opportunity to be the fantastic person you are meant to be. I'm so happy to be here. I'm excited to see what we can do in the next 30 days. Join me every day. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, well, maybe a little earlier, 10 a.m. Maybe it's a little earlier. I don't know. We're going to see where this goes, but for sure, I'll be at 10. Will you be here? Join me. I will bet there is something here today that's still a question on your mind. I'll be happy to answer that for you. Let's see how we can work forward and get boosted up and moving forward for a greater tomorrow. You know, you can't, it's been said, if you don't do something today, you're not getting there tomorrow. If you don't pay the ticket to get on the bus, you're not going to get to your destination. Or on the plane. You're not going to, if you don't jump in the car, you're going nowhere. Jump in the car in your life and go somewhere. Go somewhere important that's important to you and makes you fulfilled. Be the great person that you are called to be. I know it. I'm living it. I am so excited about this day, and I want you to have the same fulfillment. Be the person you are called to be. Find out who I am, who you are. Say it right now. Just fill in the blank. I am, and then fill in what you are. And you better not say, I'm a realtor, or I'm a music teacher, or I'm a chef, or I'm a pianist. I'm not a builder. No. I bring dreams to reality. We each are called to bring dreams to reality. Have a great day. Be well. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.